We were wanting to talk about things that will set you apart from the average Joe.
Yep.
In your kind of community, what are some things that are going to set you apart?
Mm-hmm.
And you had some ideas on this.
I've got some ideas. So you got to remember we're in Missouri, right?
Misery.
Some days. Right now it is.
It's real hot right now.
It's like 96. The heat index is above 100. Humidity's like 1,000.
Yeah, I know everybody talks about the South being hot, and it is. I don't deny that. But people underestimate what Missouri Midwestern summers can be like, too.
It's the humidity. I can take heat.
Oh, the dry heat's fine.
I mean,
everyone loves to say that.
It is better. I'm just
going
to say.
It is better. But anyway.
Anyways, so you have to keep in mind we're in Missouri. So as far as like the local musicians around here, they're not going to be in a hotbed like Nashville, LA, right?
No.
So we were talking about maybe you're in Ohio or something like that, Chicago, something like that. We're around the St. Louis area, okay? So it's not like we're in a desert island with no musical acts around us.
We're not in a bunch of cornfields.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're around music, but we're just not in the hotbed. So anyways, that being said, some ideas. Because I was thinking about this. I was with my band, this past week, we were playing a show, and I was like, I don't want to be playing kind of the same riffs, the same types of solos, the same feel every time. Like, I want to bring some life to this music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, I've got to do different things. So really, I just want to help you out because it's helping myself out in the process, right? So really, the first thing, obviously, is you're playing style and you're playing, I guess, approach. If there's lots of blues musicians, like, experiment with jazz because it ties right in. That's what B.B. King did.
Yeah.
B.B. King tied that in, and that made him unique. Whereas, you're playing box blues all the time, it gets stale.
Yep.
Like, it seriously gets stale.
Yeah.
And, like, there's only so much sports bar blues that a person can listen to.
That's right. Yeah, I think, too, probably trying to make yourself different. I think a big part of it is there's a lot of these musicians out there. This is going to sound bad. There's a lot of musicians out that just don't listen to what everyone else is doing. And they are
only
playing
themselves.
To themselves and what makes me happy, and let me play these hot licks, and I'm only worried about myself. I think a big way of making yourself stand out that I've been working on a lot lately is really listening to the other players, listening to what the song needs, and make sure I only play that, and maybe lighten up on how many notes I'm playing. We talked here a while back about how that if we make a mistake, sometimes we go into autopilot mode and we just start playing a bunch of notes, and it's all these standard notes that we've played a million times, rather than trying to hit a note and it really means something. Take, like you said, the B.B. King approach.
Yeah.
Hit a note. Why spend 15 notes and only spend, when you can spend 5 and it gets a better effect?
Right. It gets your emotion across better.
So that's one way that I would look into it too. And that's what I've been working on specifically for me, trying to stand out.
And that's just leads. That's not even talking about, your rhythm work. Like,
get out of the way.
Well, yeah, you should back off.
So many players don't.
Like, you need to let the singer do their thing. Guess how many people are there for your guitar? Yeah, it's all about the singer.
Yep.
Let's be honest.
Number one thing is vocals. If you can't hear the vocals and you're not supporting the vocals, you're wrong.
Unless you are an instrumental band.
Steve Vai.
Yeah, forget it.
Yeah, but whenever they sing on a Steve Vai show, because
you back off.
If Billy Sheehan's there and they're playing Shy Boy or something, everybody backs out.
Yeah.
And even those musicians, they back out of when Steve Vai's playing his lead solo lines and stuff.
Right.
So they're listening.
Yeah. No, some other things I was going to bring up is your rhythm and your support. Like you said, you should back off when the singer's singing. But also, like, simple things. Okay, I say simple. This is not simple. Staying in the pocket.
Oh, it's so hard.
Like, I don't know how many local bands I have seen that, like, you can tell the guitar player's excited to show off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get that.
Look what I can do.
We're, I mean, yeah.
Look at me! Look at what I can do!
I see you, Homer. That's very nice.
We are all in that camp where, like, we're excited to get to use the skills that we know, right? Yeah. But, like, there is some beauty in holding on to that and letting the person think, well, what else could they play? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just think of Mike Campbell. Serve the song.
Yep.
Stay in the pocket. Like, the fact, if you're playing the song, everyone's going to play this, Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton, you know. If you are not in the pocket in that song, don't play it.
Oh, that song gets butchered so many times. Not because of the notes, not because of a bad singer, not because of a bad guitar player, but because of a bad band pocket.
Bad timing.
Oh,
Like,
everything is groove. If you don't have a good groove, everything else doesn't matter. And then the other side of it is, if you've got really good groove, you can play the wrong notes and people are like, yeah.
who cares?
Yeah, it's
Honestly, you could literally play like trash, but have a great groove.
maybe not trash.
Okay.
But you could play some wrong notes and have a great groove and people would be like, man, they're good.
Yeah, and I don't mean this as a diss, but it's gonna sound like it. George Thorogood,
Yeah.
dude. When you hear one bourbon, one scotch, one beer, he's just chugging away.
Yep.
He's not playing anything complicated, but man, that is the coolest thing ever.
Such a cool groove.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And if you want to go like on the far end of like great, like crazy fast guitar players and stuff, look at a guy like Nuno. Nuno
gosh.
Betancourt, his groove is unparalleled. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And Eddie was the same way. Of course, Eddie's solos and stuff and Nuno's solos are incredible. But they're only incredible because the groove they had and then the verses leading up to it and the choruses leading up to it, the groove was so strong. And they had this great, cool backbeat kind of funk thing going on. And yeah, I mean, Mike Campbell, all those guitar players.
My thing is, if you want to stand out, stay in the groove.
Yeah.
Because I can guarantee you 70% at least are not.
Right.
Like, if you want to stand out as a guitar player and be like, that is a great guitar player, stay in that pocket because that is hard to do.
You know who's really good at, there's many people that's really good at it. And they stand out because they are good at it. People like Joe Walsh. How cool is his?
Oh, I was going to say Billy Gibbons.
He's great. Oh, Billy Gibbons is great. But I was just thinking a guy that treats the guitar like a drum is Jack White.
Yeah.
Like
He's all rhythm.
he has said many times before, like, I think of my guitar and the rhythms like a drummer. He said, I'm trying to think like a drummer when I'm playing.
Yeah, he does.
And yeah, he does.
You know who's another one? It's kind of like off that path, but J.D. Simo.
Oh, yeah.
J.D. Simo,
Yep.
he plays something completely unique,
Yep.
but he's in that pocket, man.
I love his playing.
Dude,
Fantastic.
he's so
we don't
good.
talk about him enough.
No, we don't.
I love his playing.
Dude's phenomenal. But,
You've got one more thing you wanted to bring up in this.
all right.
Because it's going to lead to our next topic.
Yeah, we got to talk about your tone.
Okay.
There might be two things.
Okay, two things.
Okay, your tone needs to set you apart, too. Now, am I saying you should sound like Boston and have that really mid-focus Rockman?
Maybe.
No, because that sucks.
Maybe.
But
I disagree. It does not suck.
I think it is not that great. But, you know, that's my personal opinion. You
Yeah.
think whatever you want. You can be wrong. But anyways, I think you should set yourself apart from gear if you can, right? So there's obviously going to be budget constraints with that. But if everyone is playing maces around you,
Play a spider.
not what I was going to say.
Okay.
I was going to say maybe like a Bogner Uberstrahl.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Maybe
Diesel.
if everyone's playing Fender amps around you, maybe play a Vox.
Yeah.
Or maybe play, instead of playing a Fender Blackface, play a Fender Tweed.
Maybe turn down the gain.
There's an idea. That will set you apart.
Just a thought.
Because everybody in the club
It's
be playing with too much gain.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you need, for me, a good rule of thumb for me is I turn my gain up to where I'm comfortable. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to turn up too much gain. I'm just going to turn up enough where I'm comfortable. And then I just notch it down a hair. So when I hit that note, I'm just slightly uncomfortable because I feel like I'm not quite going to get it.
And then halfway through the set,
turn
then
it up.
you'll turn it up.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, that's
I'm like, man, I'm still struggling here. I'm going to turn this thing up. And then it's higher than what it was originally.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, your tone and how, even if it's just pedals, like shifting your mids or having an EQ pedal, that's a great way to set yourself apart.
Yeah.
Right? So, and you want to compliment, especially if there's another guitar player. We've talked about that in the past. But don't play the same type of setup and the same type of guitar. Even if you have the same amp, try to switch guitars or something different. So
Yep.
just try to set yourself apart from the pack so you have that different sound. But, so we've talked about unique approaches and how to be in the pocket. Those are ways to set yourself apart. This is going into our next topic. You know what you need to work on? Slide. Slide guitar.
This is me. I need to work on it.
So in our area, not a lot of people are playing slide.
And certainly not well.
Not good. And I play slide. Not great.
I would say well.
I would be able to carry a tune.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can do some basic
You're
stuff.
not Derek Trucks.
No, I'm not Dylan Adams. I'm not Derek Trucks. I'm not Ariel posing.
No one is Derek Trucks.
Because I'd be posing wrong.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that was great, huh?
But, no, really, there's, in our area, not a lot of people play slide.
Nope.
So, I think people should focus on that more. I'm trying to get him to play some more slide because it really would set him apart a little more. Yeah. And you're playing with an acoustic player and you're playing electric.
Yeah.
And, dude, that would fill the space so much better.
It would. You're right.
And I think it would be a fun new thing to learn.
I just got to suck for a while. You just got to admit that you're going to suck for a while playing slide.
So, yeah, slide is not like, it's kind of like starting to play the fiddle.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible at first.
Well, and it's frustrating when you're I'm not going to say I'm a good guitar player, but when you're a decent guitar player and then you feel like you're starting over.
Brand new instrument.
Oh.
Brand new instrument.
But you got to commit. You just got to commit.
Yeah, and it comes down to like, if those tones inspire you to play, you hear the slide and you're like, oh man, that's a great vocal melody they're playing, you should pick it up.
Yeah.
You should
I need to pick it up.
Yeah.
So